Hey, 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 what's going on with my beautiful people today? Shining bright, shining bright. You're going to need to practice shining bright because what's to come is going to take everything in you to shine. It's going to take everything in you to move. It's going to take everything within you to grow. So, with that being said, keep it shining. All right? So, I'm not going to do a motivational moment because this is going to be a channel message. This whole message is a motivational moment because I'm going to need each and every one of you to understand, and overstand that in the next 4 years, we all, every last one of us, is going to be affected. Now, I get it. Some people, it's not about who you voted for at this point, it's already done. However, some people feel like it's not going to happen to them, and they voted and they made their decision based off of it not affecting them. It's going to affect someone else. But let me clarify some things, and that's okay if you feel that way. See, at first, I ain't gonna lie, very hurt, very couldn't understand it, didn't couldn't grasp what happened. But at this point in the game, and at this point of where we are, we don't have time. I just did a big thing on TikTok. We don't have time. We really don't have the time because now we know what's to come, and those people who don't think that it's going to touch them one way or other, it's going to just involve other people. No. It's going to touch you one way or another. One way or another, you will be touched because the power that be, that's going to be in charge, they only concern is about themselves. It's about their livelihood, their families. They're not interested or trying to come up with a plan or devise a plan that's going to help everybody. It's the opposite. And where you may, in your mind, think that you are part of the plan, you are going to need to understand, and overstand that what you think, what you may think, it's not, hold on. What you may think about the position that you need to be looking at the choices and decisions that the power that be is making. Look at the choices, the decisions. Look at the things that they're saying. And start preparing yourself for the next 4 years. All of us. I'm not into politics. I don't talk about politics. But this right here, it touched me in a way because it's spiritual. The spiritual community don't even talk about this that much. They just done brushed off and kept on talking as if there was not. I get it, because it's a thing that we're not supposed to get involved with that. But how can you not get involved in it when you're getting ready to have to deal with it? When you got to go to the store and the eggs is $30, you involved in it. When all the democracy and all the things change, all the laws change, and it's not in your favor, you involved in it. So acting like what has happened, it's, no, we don't need to talk about it. That's politics. No, this is spiritual. This whole thing that happened is spiritual. And it happened in a way for the spiritual community to sound the alarm. This is a spiritual war. They did not want to suffer defeat. I keep saying it. And now that I'm here, God it is another form. I just got through doing a reading where they don't want to suffer defeat. So now God is saying now, this is another. They did not want to suffer defeat. So here we go. This is not politics. This is spiritual. And it's a spiritual war. It's the sounding of the alarm for all the spiritual community to see it. But they're turning a blind eye to it and saying it's politics and that we don't need to get involved. But God allowed this for us to rise together because now is the time. You keep talking about we as the collective. We got to come together. This is it. This is why I had to come back to this channel. I couldn't understand it. I said, well, what sense do it make if they not going to push the video? What? But this is why it's not about the views. It's about the power and the authority and the light that's put out in the atmosphere. They can't stop or block that. They can block the views. Guys, we got to wake up. We got to wake up. As a spiritual community, as the ones that can see, scared to speak out, scared to say anything because your money already on the line. Your money is on the line. Anybody that can see, anybody can try to manipulate energy, anybody, your money is on the line. So sitting back, not talking about it, sitting back, acting like this not real, sitting back, acting like, oh, it don't have nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with you. God allowed this to happen for a reason. The alarm has been sounded for the spiritual community to see what is going on, and it's not politics. It's beyond politics. It's beyond that. This is a spiritual war. And those that choose to not speak and get your collective online, y'all need to get it together. You need to get your mind right. I'm saying the same thing I told TikTok. I'm going to tell you. Get your mind right. Because what you getting ready to see, you may not be able to handle it. You got to start preparing right now. The alarm has been sounded. I didn't hear it until now. Sitting right here at this moment. The alarm has been sounded for the spiritual community to be on alert, to get your people right, to see past the elections, to see past those things. Get your house in order. Go to the market. Get as much as you can for 6 months. If it ain't nothing but beans and rice, get it. Get your house defense. Get yourself together. Get your security system together. Sit down with yourself and go through the whole process. You only got a little bit of time. Only have a little bit of time. But I'm believing in having faith that the time that we have is sufficient because God gave us that time frame. He gave us that time frame. That means if you do your part, God gonna do his part. And you'll be all right. It may not be ideal. I'm not saying that everything gonna be perfect, because it's not. What I'm saying is to prepare so it's not so bad. And even if, let's just say, February come and everything's good, everything ain't nothing happening, ain't nothing popping off, that we got 4 years. So even if it doesn't happen in February, even if nothing don't happen in March, even if nothing don't happen for the next 6 months of next year, utilize that. That's God's grace and mercy. Not for you to say, oh, ain't nothing gonna happen. No, utilize all your time and your resources to prepare. Because God is saying, I told you, I warned you, you did nothing. So when the time comes, what you want me to do? What do you want me to do? I told you to prepare. I sent the mouthpiece. I told him what to tell you. I sounded the alarm. I forewarned you and forearmed you. I needed you to do your portion. I got you on this end, but you didn't do your portion, so now you got to go through something. Now you got to go through the struggle with everybody else. Because I got you for this portion. I got you covered this portion. I'm keeping you protected. But you were supposed to go and get 6 months worth of food. You were supposed to go and straighten up your house, start getting things in order. So if anything come up or go down, you will be covered. So God is expecting you to do that. And he's sending certain people. See, I was supposed to come back. I'm here now because I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people. I'm not scared for people not to view. I'm not scared for all of that. Because I don't do this for money. I do this to help you to get your mind right. I do this to help you align with. I do this to help you to heal, to come up with a different perspective, to do things different, to see things different. Not about a clickbait. It's not a clickbait for me. So, hold on. No, that's not what this is for me. So, now it's coming full circle now. I was obedient, and I came back, not fully understanding why. Because I understood nothing was going to change, but I understand now. Because I am one of the ones that's bold enough to speak on things that other people just not going to speak on. I'm one of the ones that's going to get my collective. I don't care if it's 200. I don't care if it's 100. I don't care if it's 50. I'm going to get the word out. What the Most High God is trying to tell each and every one of us. To prepare. This is what we've been preparing for. This is what we've been fighting for. They don't want to suffer defeat. So the fight is getting ready to go on physical now. Some physical, some spiritual. The fight is still going to be the fight. This is it. And you can run. You can hide. But if I was you, I would put on my war clothes. I will stand in my power and my authority for who I am. Who I am. Get myself together. Because you're going to have to see past what your physical eyes is showing you. You're going to have to see past that and see what's really going on. If not, you're not going to make it. You're going to be riddled with all of these emotions, all the things that's happening, all the things that's going on. Instead of you aligning with the Most High and getting your instructions on what it is that you're supposed to be doing and what it is that you need to be doing to keep you safe and keep your family safe and keep your household safe. It's going to be the Most High God that's going to tell you when to move, how to move, and what you need to do. If not, you're going to be stuck, broke down, and busted and disgusted looking at all the things that's getting ready to happen. And I'm not talking about it may happen next year. The stuff may hit the fan in 2026. By God's grace, He give you a year to get it together. But within them 4 years, the promises that the power that be said that they were going to do, they will manifest that. It ain't gonna matter who you are. You will be touched one way or another. If it's a family member, if it's a friend, if it's a co-worker, you're going to be touched one way or another. Because one thing I know, humanity has a lot of issues. You have hate, you have bitterness, you have destruction, you have chaos, you have confusion. You have all of these things in the mix. And in humanity, that sided with the power that be, is going to be a separation at some point. Because what they believe and what's actually going to happen and what's actually going to unfold is going to be two different things. Because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, we all as humanity and as a collective shall reap what we have sown. So whatever they manifest is going to hit all of us. Not the same and not at the same time, but it will hit all of us. Because God is no respecter of person. And what you voted for and what you wished and what you wanted for other people, it would definitely come around, come to your household, your very being. It will come to you. So, we all are going to be in the same boat. But see, some of us know what's to come. And some of us is in denial. Because what's to come, they never thought will come to their household. They never thought will come to their family, friends, or their children. These things was only going to happen to other people, not them. But what's getting ready to happen is going to happen to us all. And those of you who realize where you fit in, you got time to get it in, to get some type of understanding on your resources, your finances, where you stand, so you can make some choices and decisions, so you will not be as bad as other people. But the alarm has been sounded. And my collective, if you on my channel, you need to get it. You need to get about it, because I have already told you in the past. But this is a whole nother different thing. I already set up and told you what you needed to do. But you only got a short amount of time to get it together. So whatever you got, you need to look at what you got. You need to add on to it. You need to get to the stores. You need to set yourself straight. Because you don't know when. It could be right away. It could be 2 years. It could be 3 years. You don't know. You have to prepare. If you don't want to prepare for yourself, prepare for your children. Prepare for them, so they're not struggling. They're not hurting. They're not going without. Do what you need to do so you're safe, you're okay, your household is all right, even though everything else is chaotic. You can have solace within yourself that you're okay, because you took the time to make sure that y'all would be okay. And that's all I got to say. Bam! And there it is. But look, truthfully and honestly, if you go through and look, you can't hardly see nobody talking about it. But when the stuff starts to hit the fan, then it's going to be all kinds of stuff out there. I need you to get the word out. I need you to send this out. I need you to get cracking at your own home and get cracking getting this word out. Because we got to get ourselves together. We got only a little bit of time that we know of. We may have a year, but we don't know that, and we cannot take a chance. So that's the message. Hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe. I'm sending love, I'm sending healing your way, and Trinity is out.